Yo, JP Nation, how you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. It's your boy Maxim as usual, back with another video, and I do apologize if I sound a little bit tired because it's literally 1 AM in the morning and I was watching Demon Slayer. So yeah, I saw this thing and I decided to make a video on it. So basically what's happening is this thing that had been circulating around for a couple of days from content creators and also like on Reddit and stuff like that, which is echo manipulating or echomancing or whatever you want to call it. To give you a rough idea of how this works, sort of, is that you can get the right stats that you need on your echoes based on minutes or whatever. Now, I'm not smart enough to explain it properly, so there is a post on Reddit that got posted a couple of days ago from zhezhi's mains or Azuris or whatever, and yeah, this guy explains it better than me. So this guide been released by someone or a group of people that called the Genius Society, and these are people that are trying to crack the code behind every game or whatever, so how they work and so on. And yeah, they released this guide, or that you can get whatever echo you want based on the minutes that you tune them or whatever. So this guy wrote, as well as known, there is no such thing complete randomness RNG in computer terms. This applies in multiple of scenarios, be it video games, programming, etc. Wuthering Waves is no exception, and it has recently been discovered that somehow echo statistics are directly linked to time, hours, minutes, seconds, and milliseconds. This means that by knowing exactly when to upgrade our echoes, the outcome of that upgrade is predictable and you can get the substats you want with some consistency. It's not a perfect system, but while it is still under active research, there is plenty of evidence of veracity, okay, yeah. So yeah, there is this document, and this tab corresponds to the server we are playing on. For this guide, I'll use EU, since, okay, this is the EU version of the game. And as you guys can see, there is minutes to the left, and there is the stats. So these are based on minutes. I don't know the number of tests, if they released that or not, but I'm pretty sure that I saw someone that has how many times they tried this sort of method and how many times it worked. So but the 7 minutes seems the one that sort of received the highest percentage or whatever of crit rate, crit damage, if that's exactly what you want. So every time that is 7 minutes on the clock, or the number 7 on the clock, it's most likely going to be crit damage, and it's going to be a high roll one. This table shows an estimate of obtaining each particular substat when upgrading, tuning, or echoes in certain minutes. X0, X1, X2 means we must click on tuning on any minute ending by 0, 1, and 2 respectively. The X means any number. Okay. And as an example, we want to tune our recently obtained echo and get the best possible substats for zhezhi. Zhezhi mainly benefits from crit damage, crit rate, and attack, so I'll be looking to obtain those. The best possible minute we can use then is 7. As you guys see here, we have the 7, and the crit rate, we're most likely going to be getting 12%, and the crit damage, we're going to be getting 13% if we happen to roll those. Since we'll have 12% chance of getting a crit rate substats and 13% chance of getting a crit damage one, while all other substats have significantly lower rate. Okay, let's level up this echo to level 5. So he leveled up this one to level 5 and go to the tuning tab. So now we need to know that WUWA data is recorded and registered every 5 seconds. It's not every second. That means we can't just click on tuning on any minutes ending by 7. We must do it on any minute ending by 7 and a second that is multiple of 5, 10, 15, 20, sorry, until 00. Let's say, for example, that the current time is 6:15 p.m. Our close target time would be at 6:17. 00, so you need to get that ending of 00, or it's going to be 6:17:05 or 6:17, so similar to this one, 5 and then 10, and then you have 15 and then 15. So these are the seconds, these are the minutes, so it have to be minutes here, so it's going to be 7, and then it's going to be either 15, either 10, either 0, 5. So you can take this to any number you want, and you just follow the same thing. So if it's going to be 7, 7:17 or 8:17 or whatever, you just have to have some sort of accurate timing, and you just use this method, and technically speaking it should work. Don't use the Windows Android clock time for this. So you want to like to have a reliant sort of like world clock that needs to be 100% accurate. So the Genius Society does recommend clock zone. So there is this time is and stuff like that. And finally, you just need to click on tuning at your target time. I personally got this echo on my first try, so he gets perfect. I did try it, but it didn't work. That's a disclaimer from me. Crit rate, crit damage, attack, and attack 9.4. So he got like the crit rate, crit damage like that he wanted, and also attack like double as well. So obviously it did work for him. So yeah, it's not perfect echo, and despite having failed once, getting a defense substat, the rest of the substats are ideal and what I was looking for, as I found on the X7 minute for crit damage and crit rate, and the X2 for attack and attack through and attack. I have fully upgraded 4 echoes to 25 so far. I've got crit damage and crit rate substats on 3-4, which of course wouldn't have been possible if I wasn't actively trying to RNG manipulate its stats. Results will vary from person to a person, and luck still plays a major role in the equation, but using this method will exponentially improve your chances of getting an above average echo. Thanks for reading. Okay, yeah, so it's something that it's very, very interesting, to be honest with you. And I'm a strong believer of like there is a code for everything, especially in game programming, like he mentioned in the but I'm still skeptical on how this works, to be honest. It could be like still like RNG and stuff like that, and I feel like even if this is the case, I don't think it's 100% like accurate or it's the right thing, to be honest. But I'm willing to like to give it more like tryouts and more sort of like experimentation, I would say, in order to like to see if it works or not. But let me know in the comments if you guys like tried it and it worked for you as well, because I'm kind of curious about it as well. I'm currently like working on some sort of like echoes for Shang-Li, and also like for zhezhi if I'm going to be summoning for her as well. So might as well just try this method. So yeah, to simplify or sort of like conclude with everything here, you just like have to like to wait for X amount of like minutes, and the moment that the minutes are on a certain number, depending on the stat that you want to go for example, in this example, it's going to be crit rate. So on the minute, once the minute hits the number 7, you want to like to sort of like re-roll, but of course like you want to have the seconds on 5, 10, 15, 20 until 0 or whatever. So you want to like to keep that in mind as well. 6, 15. So you want to like to wait until it reaches like 7 on minutes, and then it have to be 0, 5, 10, 15 or 20 on seconds, like I mentioned earlier. Try it out if you have like extra echoes that you want to be working on, and let me know what you guys think. I'm still skeptical about it, especially that there is leaks that there is an item coming out that can help you re-roll, or you can farm that you can help you re-roll stats or bad stats and so on. Yeah, with that being said, let me know what you guys think of it. If you tried it, let me know in the comments as well. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow in tomorrow's video, hopefully. Bye bye.